If you're looking for the best clone of Yves Saint Laurent Y Eau de Parfum, this is one-stop choice, guys. This is one-stop choice, okay? There is no clone that I've tried till date which is as good as Al-Bayt Al-Dimashqi YSL Eau de Parfum, okay? I've even compared this with Latafa Fakr, which I've reviewed long back. I've also compared this with Pandora Sense Y Beyond. This one beats all of that, guys. This one beats all of that. To know more about it, stay tuned. What's up, guys? This is Yasser. Welcome back to my channel. You're watching Yasser's Fit Frag, and today I'm going to talk about two other releases from Al-Bayt Al-Dimashqi, which is a UAE brand. Okay, this one is Acqua di Gio Men and this one is YSL Eau de Parfum. In case you do not know how their presentation is, I'll quickly show you the presentation. This is the presentation of YSL Eau de Parfum and this is the presentation of Acqua di Gio Men. Okay, the presentation box looks similar, just that there's a color difference. Sometimes what they do is, now let's say this is YSL Eau de Parfum, you might also see some of their packaging where YSL Eau de Parfum comes in blue bottle. They sometimes mix it up, I don't know why. Maybe because of the shortage of bottles, they don't really care about the color of the bottle which they use, because this one is Acqua di Gio, which comes in blue color, and YSL Eau de Parfum you might also see the other way around. So do not get worried, because I've seen many people saying that who have bought the perfumes from the same seller and it's always mixed up. It looks like this brand really don't care about maintaining that bottle color, and generally it doesn't really matter, because what matters is the juice inside. So let's quickly start about YSL Eau de Parfum. So I'm not going to talk about details of the presentation box because I've already done a lot of videos about this brand, so it all looks the same, just the printing of the name is different. So like I said, this is the best clone of Yves Saint Laurent Y Eau de Parfum. I've compared it with Latafa Fakr, which was more like the EDT version. I've compared this with Pandora Y Beyond, which starts off like the EDP version, but as and when it dries down, it goes like the EDT version. But this one is rich, thick from the start till the end. Okay, this is the best clone, hands down, of YSL Eau de Parfum. Okay, the only difference that I see is the apple note here is a little sweeter than the Eau de Parfum version, the original YSL. Okay, that's the only difference I could figure out. And if you want to compare that sage spiciness, this has that richness and depth of that sage note. This one still has it, but slightly less compared to this one, with more sweeter green apple. So that's the only difference I see, but otherwise they are fantastic clones, guys. This even gave me compliment in the 4th hour from my brother-in-law when I wore this on Eid day, and I was really surprised because he also said that it smells of very good quality. So Al-Bayt, like I said, does not compromise on the quality. All the videos of Al-Bayt that I've done till date, you can check it out. They make fantastic quality, guys. They don't really compromise on the quality. So both of these perfumes, they cost around 2,400 to 2,600, within that range. So for that price, and just to recollect, they all make in 75 ml option only. So even if you're trying for a decant, you might find the price slightly higher because it's calculated on 75 ml. So if you do not want to go for the full bottle, try decant, and try it if you're looking for quality clones, guys, because Al-Bayt, from what I've seen, makes fantastic quality. They don't compromise on the quality. Most of their releases are like top notch. They have beaten all the other clone houses like Latafa or Riffs or Paris Corner. They stay on top. Okay, so if you're looking for great quality clones, Al-Bayt is the brand. Now coming to performance, projection was about 2.5 hours and it easily lasted about 8 hours. Now if you talk about the original, some get about 10 hours as well. I get about 9 hours. I did not really sense it for 10 hours, but it all depends on the weather and the skin chemistry. Maybe I was going nose blind, or maybe I was in a weather where it couldn't last, but still 9 hours is what it gives. This still gives about 7.5 to 8 hours. So great in terms of that price point. So I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for a good clone of YSL Eau de Parfum. Now coming to the next one, which is Acqua di Gio Men. Now this is a clone of that original EDT version, the frozen bottle. I'm not talking about Profumo, neither am I talking about the Absolute version. I'm talking about the frozen bottle. I'll put it up on the screen. which was the very initial release of the Aqua di Gio series, and it was very, very popular. But the only drawback that one had was it did not have that depth and richness in performance. Okay, the blend was fantastic. It used to give a lot of compliments to people, and that's when the Profumo was released and it took a lead in terms of performance. Now this, again, the original, like I said, does not really perform that great. This one also is kind of similar, but you can still expect about 6 to 7 hours of lasting with 1.5 to 2 hours of projection, but the quality is fantastic again. Albeit Dimashqi, guys, they retain that quality. It starts off with a nice bergamot, jasmine, neroli, along with that aquatic note. There's a bit of freesia and nutmeg as well. Now the only difference I see is the quality of that aquatic note. It's slightly different. I wouldn't say the quality is bad, but it's slightly different from the original Acqua di Gio. The typical Alberto Moria's aqua note is slightly different here, okay? Because his is a gem of aquatic notes, because he's known for making aquatic fragrances or fresh blends. This one is not bad at all. For the price, this is fantastic, guys. Base has that nice musk, patchouli and cedarwood. So overall, a fantastic fragrance. The first 1.5 hours, you may not feel that similarity, but after 1.5 to 2 hours, it is very, very, very close. I would say about 90% similar after 1 hour. In the first 15 minutes, it is about 80 to 85%, but after 1 hour, it is about 90% close. You might even sense it from the 30 minutes mark itself that it is getting closer and closer. And I would simply say that this is the best clone of Acqua di Gio EDT version that I've tried till date, with the best quality, okay? Forget the performance, because the original also is not known for performance, because it has that nice airy aquatic note. This will also give you very similar vibe, and it gives a decent lasting of 6 to 7 hours, okay? So no complaints in terms of performance comparing it with the original. So those are the two fantastic releases from Albait Al Dimashqi. I've heard about Dolce & Gabbana, the one clone as well. I'm still waiting for that stock to come in, so I'll definitely review that as well. So stay tuned. Let me know in case you have tried any of these two. Comment down in the comment section. See you next time soon. Keep sharing the videos. Cheers.